Hello everyone, I'm San, and you're listening to San Huyen Podcast. Honestly, as I turn on the mic and record this podcast, I feel an incredibly strong energy within me. We've just had a very long period of rest, and now we're returning to studying and working. This is also January, the first month of the new year, the year of the tiger. I feel such a powerful urge to create this podcast, to talk about change, what we've been through, to look back and confront everything that's coming, and I truly hope that we will place our faith in our own awakening. Yes, everything changes. For me, every choice in life, everything we've experienced, has been the right thing, even if that choice led you down a completely different path from what you desired. Even if you felt like you made mistakes, those were still the decisions you needed to make. All the choices in your life are things that were meant to happen. I understand that during these times, especially when you feel very lost and adrift in life, you start to doubt the decisions you've made. Maybe it was about love or work. You broke up with a beautiful relationship, or you dated someone for many years but felt he wasn't the man for you. After the breakup, you were single for many years, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, or even more, and suddenly you feel so confused, wondering, if I hadn't broken up with him, maybe I'd be married now, I'd have children. Was that decision wrong after all, when I haven't had another relationship and I'm just here alone? Or perhaps you left a high-paying job to pursue something you loved, but after a year, it didn't bring the profits you expected. So, you start to doubt your decisions, wondering if you're making a mistake. In reality, we can't always be right. That's why we have experiences in life. Yet, all your decisions were always right, because at the very moment you made them, those choices were carefully considered. Try to remember those times. How painful and agonizing it was when you realized someone didn't truly love you. How exhausted you were working tirelessly from Monday to Saturday, sometimes not getting home until 8 or 9 p.m., just to earn a salary you thought was stable. I'm sure you worried a lot to make those big decisions in your life, and I believe they were always right, and they needed to happen. If your current life isn't what you wished for, it just means we need a little more patience with ourselves. Nothing comes easily like that. In 2017, I felt very helpless and lonely, and the decision to move to Ho Chi Minh City was made in an instant, a place I thought I'd never go. There were thoughts, there were hesitations, but the decision was made very quickly. Because at that time, I felt like I didn't belong where I was living, so I would go anywhere to find a place for myself. The first 2 years after moving to Ho Chi Minh City were very difficult and challenging, especially the first 6 months. Fortunately, I found a job, but I had to travel 15 kilometers there and back every day, 30 kilometers spent commuting, which took over an hour each day. There were also times of extreme loneliness with no one to share with. I'd go into a convenience store, buy a hot meal. I remember it was around 10,000 VND, maybe a little more, and I'd sit there eating, looking out at the street, and just cry because I was so lonely. Outside, suddenly, the rain started to fall. Saigon often has sudden downpours, you know. I sat inside, sheltering from the rain and contemplating my life. It was a terrible feeling, like I was regretting my decision to come to Saigon. Why did you leave a good job in Hanoi? You had a comfortable environment there, you were used to it. Why did you choose such a difficult path? I know you followed your heart, but look at you now, all alone and lonely. Was it worth it? I did look back, reflect, and feel a little regret, but if I hadn't made that decision back then, I'm sure the regret and longing would be many, many times greater. I understand that at that time, I might not have had the life I wanted, but this was the right decision, and I had to keep moving forward with it. After that, 2 more years passed, and things gradually changed. Now I've been in Saigon for over 4 years, and I'm living the life I want. Perhaps it's not a very long time, but it's not short either, 4 years to truly build my dream. Everything has just begun, but at least it's yielding results that strengthen my inner energy, and I increasingly believe in myself, in my decisions, and in the effort and patience I've invested in the path I've chosen. Believing in myself and continuing to move forward was the only thing I could do during that time. And perhaps with a bit of luck, I am here today, talking to all of you, hoping that you will trust your intuition, trust your own awakening. Whenever unusual things happen, there's always something within us that awakens a feeling of uneasiness, a feeling of not belonging somewhere. That is the awakening. Do everything you're experiencing today truly belong to you? Does it align with your vision, your mission, or more simply, your sense of happiness? Sometimes, talking about vision and mission can feel distant, But what you're doing in your daily life now, the person you love, the friends you talk to, the job you're doing, are all these things truly bringing you peace and happiness? Let's ask ourselves that question and listen to our own awakening. To me, accepting a bad life, accepting a bad partner, accepting a bad job, or places where you don't belong is a form of helplessness. We keep going with a reality that isn't right for us. So, someone who dares to change will have to overcome a lot of anxiety. I understand that you might have bravely made decisions, but now you're feeling afraid, anxious about those decisions. You might be a heartbroken, lonely, empty-handed, naive person. You feel like you have nothing after all those decisions to dream, to challenge, to step forward. You're still lingering on that path, asking yourself, I wonder if my decision was right? You start to doubt yourself and your past decisions. But I want to tell you to trust your intuition and keep moving forward. Don't be afraid of what will change, because that is essential for growth. From the time I was an 18-year-old girl until now, I feel like a different person. All the experiences, all the thoughts, so many things have changed. I'm grateful for the awakening within me that gave me enough courage to move forward. So don't worry too much. Just look back at the path you've traveled and feel no regret. Just keep moving forward patiently and steadily. That is the direction we should take. Look back only to smile and be grateful. Be grateful for all the journeys you've been on, because they have shaped the person you are now, in the present. All the pain, suffering, and losses have made you who you are today. The past is what's gone, and it's something we cannot change anymore. Looking back with gratitude is the feeling we should have for it, not anger, not regret, but gratitude, even for our own foolishness. It's not that you're always right, nor are you always wrong. But after each action, each choice, what did we learn, and how can those lessons help our current life? Don't be afraid of change. I believe that 2022 is also a year of many upheavals in our lives, for all humanity. We've spent a period almost at a standstill because of the pandemic, with so many losses. Perhaps 2022 is a new beginning. I feel a very strong energy within me saying that this is a year of breakthrough, and I'm gradually feeling it. An investment that never loses is an investment in self-development, learning, and honing our own skills. It's how we perceive a problem, how we feel the world around us, and how we connect with our inner selves. We should be both strict and gentle with ourselves. This is something I've also shared on my YouTube channel. Strict enough to hold ourselves accountable, but at the same time, we need to be a little gentle to understand that we are not perfect. We cannot succeed immediately. We are not geniuses, we are just ordinary people trying to live better lives. I don't think I'm special, but I've been diligent, put in effort, and believed in myself. What I have now far exceeds what I expected. I have a good life, and I also hope that you will overcome all difficulties and build the life you desire with the thoughts, actions, and beautiful relationships you wish for. I truly hope for that. So never be afraid of change. Never lose faith in yourself, in your own intuition. Look at your mistakes, your shortcomings, the naive and clumsy aspects of all your life decisions, and learn from them. Don't be afraid to be wrong. Let's be grateful for the mistakes that come. Feel afraid if you never see yourself as wrong, if you always think you're right. You should be afraid of that. The path we are on is the right path. What we are doing are the right things to do. Continue to be patient for a little longer, because there are many things waiting for you ahead. With your choices and your efforts, so much awaits you. Believe in your awakening and your intuition. Continue to build the first foundations for the life you desire, for your own dream. Ignore what others are doing. What you do for your own life is what matters. I understand that those of you listening to San Huyen podcast are hoping for something after hearing what San has to say. In truth, San doesn't hope to change you, because the only person who can change you is yourself. So, after each podcast episode, San hopes that you will listen, share, and that something within you is also in the process of developing. And San is one such person. San is also developing. I'm also continuing to listen to my intuition and keep moving forward. Fortunately, I've had some achievements, and they make me believe even more in the path I'm on. And San truly hopes that you will be the same. Keep going, don't fear change, and don't regret what happened in the past. The future ahead is waiting for you with many surprises. Look forward and walk towards the light you hear and see. In a few years, you might come back here to share your own journey. San would love to hear that. San feels that those listening to me have a very good energy, and San is confident that you will definitely achieve what you want in the future. If no one around you believes in you, then I believe in you. All of us can do it, as long as we put our faith in ourselves and never stop striving. Perhaps we just need a little more luck. For me, 2022 is a year with many plans. The journey is very long, and San hopes that the glimmering light you see will one day shine brighter, guiding you in the right direction. So always listen to yourself, listen to your heart. Place your hand on your chest and feel the awakening. Don't be scared, don't be timid, don't regret what has passed. Learn from it and be grateful for all the journeys you have taken.